I always thought I talked loud enough. You know how it is when you teach, you've got plenty of voice. Okay, a call to order of the Solano Community College District Governing Board meeting of September 20th, 2023. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States. Okay, roll call. She does that right.
Trustee Cargo Reed.
Here.
Trustee Cara.
Here.
Trustee Lopez Lara.
Here.
Trustee Thurston.
Here.
Trustee Voice.
Here.
And Trustee Young and Trustee Honeychurch are not here yet, but we do have quorum.
Guess who's just walking in? It's not Marie.
Trustee Honeychurch has arrived.
Yes. Do we move for approval of the agenda before he comes in?
I'll make that motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All right, good, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Do you agree, Trustee Honeychurch? We're ready for number 5.
Thanks for waiting for me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We held our breaths while we waited for you. Sorry. To approval of agenda.
To the public,
No, there are none.
are there any?
No.
Closed session? Okay.
Perfect timing.
All right, thank you. Move into closed session.
I'm Andre Williams. I'm the lab tech at Solano Community College for welding in the CTE department. I went to Solano, I got my 2-year degree in mechatronics, and then I got hired here probably about a year after that. I think the program's good. We have a lot of equipment here, different shears, iron workers. We have a plasma table, plasma cutters, saws. We can do all different processes of welding from TIG, stick to MIG. So we have it all here. So we have real good relationships with the unions. So if you come here, finish some classes, get at least a certificate, you should be able to get into the door almost any union. So if you want to get into welding, no matter if it's a career path or something you want to do around home, you know, this is a place we have all the stuff you can do and learn, and we'll teach it all. Solano Community College is the place for you.
If you're interested in the CIS programs or any CTE programs such as robotics or auto tech or welding, get in contact with us. You can send me an email and I will definitely get back to you. If you email me, I will get back to you within 24 hours and set up a time where we can meet and we can discuss the various programs that we have to offer. I know that Solano College has something for every high schooler in Solano County. There's no doubt about it. It's just that we want to have the opportunity to train you and to teach you so you can grow and enhance your ability to get gainful employment, but not only that, to be a continuous learner.
Hi, I'm Ruth Fuller, and I'm a librarian here at Solano Community College, and I want to welcome you to our new Library and Learning Resources building. This library has been built for you. We have many areas for you to study in, from quiet, silent areas to reservable group study rooms, as well as large tables for you to study and work together. We have a textbook reserve collection that holds the textbooks for most, if not all, of your classes. We have computers for you to use. We have laptops that you can check out and take home. We have calculators for you to use with your math courses. We have bones that you can use with your science courses. You can get further information at www.solano.edu/library. This is our virtual library where all of our virtual library services are available, including chat service with our college librarians. Also on this page, you have access to our article databases for scholarly research, as well as our popular magazine service, where you can actually flip through magazines like Sports Illustrated or Time Magazine. We have our ebook collections, we have our film databases, and many, many other resources for you to use for your school needs as well as for fun. Our librarians and staff are here to help you with all of your research needs.
Yeah, I think that the opportunity we have here at Solano to get involved in our advanced manufacturing program is spectacular. I can't emphasize there's nowhere else in California you can work with hands-on this amount of equipment, this different types of equipment, automation equipment, robotics equipment. It is a standout program that we have here that's unlike any others in our region, and it will lead you to a rewarding career. I have all my students, getting jobs without a problem. You usually get to pick which jobs they want. I can't emphasize enough how a program like this can just really yield a great, successful career. If you want more information, please contact me. Again, Douglas Green, my email address, douglas.green, just like the color, @solano.edu. Hope to see you here.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand.
I stand against hate.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will be an advocate for social justice.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
I will support diversity, equity, and inclusion.
В борьбе с расизмом и ненавистью я буду бороться всегда, стискивая кулаки и сглатывая слезы.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate, if necessary, I will get into good trouble.
Sa paglaban ng rasismo, hindi ako tatahimik.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate.
In the fight against racism and hate, I will speak my truth. I will not be silent.
I will prioritize community.
I will be an advocate.
In the fight against racism and hate,
we commit to doing better, to being bolder, and to contributing to a climate where hate is unacceptable and mindfulness and compassion are the norms. We are Solano College.
All right, so at this time, we'll reconvene the regular meeting and announce that we did meet in closed session, but no action was taken in closed session, which requires commenting out. So the next item is item 8, report of action taken in closed session, of which there was none. Comments from members of the public? Are there any requests to speak?
I have none.
Item 10 is reports, associated students. Report is first. Come on up. We might not. We have a special chair for you. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
So good evening, trustees and Superintendent President Esposito. So yeah, my name is Karen Wilson. I'm the governing board senator. Some of you guys may know that. So I've come to report, what the ASC has been up to. So next week we'll have our game day activities on Monday, as well as we had a meeting with the Academic Senate for College Hour. And we are also meeting with the tutoring coordinators and the librarian for expanding libraries hours. And that's all.
Is Josh Scott online?
Yes, I'm here.
There he is. Okay, thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, we just Sherry, right? We met with ASSC on September 11th, and Diana Alguin came and visited our Senate meeting. We're definitely talking about how we can really collaborate and support ASSC as they move towards their initiatives, including, as just mentioned, expanding hours at ASTC and the library, at the centers, things I know that we all are working towards in all of our various capacities. We also, in August, voted to formally endorse a college hour beginning in spring. I know there's logistical challenges. This is something that students have been asking for a long time, and we really want to support that. We also will be collaborating, working even for their Spirit Week next week, and thinking about going forward with Fright Night and other kind of activities. I really want to express gratitude to ASSC for the ways that they're really stepping into trying to build community on this campus. It's pretty exciting. We've also been looking at, with the leadership of Atticus Frey, zero textbook costs on our campus and continue to expand those offerings. There's lots of new grants coming from the state as we look to not only have individual courses have zero textbook costs, but try to really build pathways that are zero textbook costs for entire programs. So it's a very exciting time to be thinking about for that. We've also been, of course, like everyone else, working quite a bit towards accreditation and the ICER and building into that. We really want to express our gratitude to both Isabel Anderson and Saki Cabrera, the two faculty leads on this. We're doing a lot of heavy lifting for this report. And also on the Senate side, all the subcommittee chairs have been putting a lot of effort and time into sharing what's been happening, including Michelle Smith, Sarah Barsas, Andrew Wesley, Lene Jaimes, and Mike Silva. Really has been a community document and effort, and it's exciting to be talking about, looking at, which we'll continue to do even this upcoming Monday. Also in October, we will continue looking at faculty hiring prioritizations. As I'm sure you're well aware, there's a lot of needs on campus for full-time hires to be bringing to different departments, and with retirements last year, retirements this year, as well as the good news of increased enrollment in students, and hopefully those trends continuing. So those are some of the big things that we've been looking at. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much for your report tonight. We'll move on now to the College Governance Council and the Superintendent's report.
Great, thank you. College Governance has been meeting and reviewed board policy and administrative procedures for the 3000 series, which is included in tonight's agenda for the board's review. We also reviewed Administrative Procedure 6210 regarding catalog rights. We also had a conversation about California Virtual Campus and updated the council on new interim hires for MESA and counseling. For the SP report, I want to congratulate and show the award our biotechnology program for receiving the Workforce Development Educational Partner Award last week. Professors Jim DeClos and Michael Silva attended and accepted the award on behalf of the college. We also had another award winner this last week. Congratulations to Dr. Sheila Hudson, Dean of Health Sciences, who was inducted into the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Athlete Hall of Fame last Thursday at the University of Oregon. Dr. Hudson competed in the triple jump, earned 6 national collegiate titles while she was at Cal. She was NCAA Division I championship and also participated in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. So that's one of our deans. And so we may have a healthy competition with a nearby college, maybe around track and field, include her on our team. Eric Visser, the athletic director, also attended that event as well to support her. Chancellor's office notified the CEOs of the process for repatriation of Native American human remains, cultural items to tribes. You may have seen in the news that's come up quite a bit, citing CSU and UCs for having 22,000 plus artifacts that need to be reviewed and considered for repatriation. So we've been reminded of that process. We already have a meeting scheduled with the Yokadehi tribe to come and visit our anthropology lab to make sure that what we have in there does not belong to them and their tribe, both artifacts and bones. So we're getting ahead of this. Additionally, we are acknowledging California Native American Day, Friday, September 22nd, by posting information on the number of Native women and girls who have gone missing and for whom there continues to be less than in any way sufficient investigations in order to find what has happened to those women. It's often referred to as the Red Handprint Campaign. So many thanks to VP Lisa Neely and Dean Shirley Lewis for leading that effort. And as you'll see in your folders, we have a lot of events and activities throughout this month and next month, both ASSC sponsored events and college-wide events. And tomorrow night, 5:30, is the Chamber Mixer at our Auto Tech facility. And so folks are invited to attend that as well. That's the end of my reports.
Yeah. Yes, I move that we approve the consent agenda, item 11. Aye.
Good evening. Thank you, President Honeychurch, board members. I'm going to read a statement today on our retiree, Jill Crompton. I do want to take a little bit of a privilege. I had the privilege of actually being trained by Jill when I was hired many, many moons ago here with the college. So I've had a lot of interaction with Jill. She will be missed here at the college. She is an amazing employee and as a great person. So I have a couple of statements, one by VP Neely. My first day working with Jill was memorable. As the new interim CTE dean, she sat me down on day one and walked me through the dark arts of faculty workload. We knew this would be the start of a beautiful working relationship. In the 3 years working alongside Jill, I was continually impressed with her ability to build meaningful relationships with colleagues across every division, department, and office. Her deep reservoir of knowledge about policies and procedures was invaluable, and something she is always willing to share with others as I watched her mentor and train new admins across campus. In a division like CTE, where every day is like a trip to the circus, Jill's impact has been truly significant. She was a bona fide thought partner, a calming port in the storm, and a gifted troubleshooter and problem solver. The successes in the division are attributed to her hard work and dedication over the years, and I am blessed to also call her a friend. Here's to wishing her and her husband Dave and gorgeous dogs Bacchus and Pepperoni a retirement chapter brimming with adventure, relaxation, and joy. Sheila Koschel, who is a fellow admin here on campus, would like to share, I've only known Jill for a year and a half, and she has made a big impact in my life. I didn't really know what I signed up for as an administrative assistant for until October of 2021. Jill was very patient with me as I learned different aspects of scheduling classes. Jill made me laugh during challenging and confusing times. Jill would even answer my phone calls even after 6 p.m. to address my workload and best practices inquiries. When I knocked on the door, she opened it. When I am confused, she showed me the way. When I am in the dark, she turns on the light. Jill is a friend and an awesome mentor. I can be transparent and be myself when I am with her. From my perspective, that's a rare find. Jill has helped me realize that the job is always going to be busy and demanding no matter what. She advised me to draw a line between work time and family time. I feel truly blessed that I got to know her. I wholeheartedly wish her happiness and good health as she writes the next chapters of her life with loved ones. Cheers to her future endeavors and adventures. And finally, I have a statement from our interim dean of CTE, Dean Cortez. While I've only worked with Jill for a few months, in that short amount of time, she has become one of my favorite people to work with. Jill is incredibly knowledgeable, logical, and supportive. As a new dean in the division, I have had to ask countless questions and rely on her support to navigate my way through new processes. She always makes me feel like I cannot count. She makes me feel like I cannot count on her. I can count on her for support. Jill is the backbone of applied technology in business. I am thankful for the time that I got to work with her and only regret that we developed a relationship at the end of her career. I wish her all the best in her retirement, and she is going to be greatly missed.
All right, thank you. So is there a motion to approve the retirement of Jill Crompton?
I'll make a motion to approve 13A, the retirement of Jill Crompton.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations to her. Next item is item 13B, which is presented by Lucky Lofton, if he's able to be present.
President, I'd like to make a motion to approve and open discussion to items 13B, C, and D, the multiple contracts on the bond.
I'll second that motion.
What, and did you mention D as well?
Oh, sorry. B, C, and D, yes.
All right. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. So it's been moved and seconded to approve each of these items. So, Lucky, do you want to give us an overview of what we've already decided to bring forward?
Gladly. Thank you, President Honeychurch, members of the board. These are, the first item is under review by DSA. DSA is requiring us to address some accessibility issues so to be in compliance with ADA for the building project at Building 1400. The second item on the agenda tonight is an amendment to ADAS Architects. During the study and review and work with the program with Dr. Williams, with Dr. Esposito Noy, it became clear that we needed to do more with Building 1600. It is probably one of the most challenging buildings for us to remodel, and with the cosmetology department, the restroom issues. So we're expanding the scope of that project along with some exterior issues. And then finally, we are developing a pool of project managers for our IT department. This is going to be incredibly helpful for our IT department as they move forward executing all of the projects that will advance the college's interests and student learning.
Are there questions of Mr. Lofton on any of these items? Apparently not. So all those in favor of each of these items, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The measures carry. Thanks, Lucky.
Thank you.
The next item is academic affairs. Item E. Vice President Lisa Neely's appearing on behalf of David Williams, and it's a contract agreement with American National Red Cross for training services.
Great, thank you. Good evening, President Honeychurch and members of the board. So this is a renewal of a contract that basically enables our employees who already hold our certificate to be able to continue to use Red Cross training materials, and that's within our EMT and kinesiology courses. And for students who successfully pass, they're able to also get the Red Cross certificate. So this is a renewal of a contract that's been very central to our training program within these departments. So we ask the board to approve, please.
So any questions of the Vice President on this item? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion to approve 13E.
Is there a second?
A second motion.
This is a contract agreement with the American National Red Cross. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On now then to the clinical experience agreement renewal for associated degree nursing program with the Laurel Creek Health Center. And you're presenting this as well?
Yes, thank you very much. So this is another renewal of an agreement that we have with Laurel Creek Healthcare Center, Paradise Valley Estates. And what that does is provide assisted living and skilled nursing care facility for training for our students. And so it's a really valuable part of the program on site. And this is a request for renewed approval of this agreement, please.
All right, thank you. Any questions? If not, please, can someone make the motion to approve it?
I move that we approve item 13F.
Mariana made the motion, and the second is by
Seconded.
Trustee Thurston. Thank you. Any questions, comments? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion's approved. Now we'll move on to information items wherein no action is required, and we have Chief Brian Travis to present the campus safety report, and there he is. Good evening. You have to push the button.
Expert here. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good evening, President Honeychurch and members of the board. So 2022 was really a historic year for us for public safety as we launched our new Department of Public Safety. We created a lot of good programs in 2022. Just to name a few, we created the Bias Hate Response and Investigations team. We started a new community partnership team. The list goes on and on. I hope that it's right in front of you. You can see that. Our numbers, our clearly reportable numbers are really low again, as you can see. I checked with nearby colleges today, and we're still the lowest in our region, making us one of the safest colleges in our state, if not our country, based on the amount of students enrolled in a college. Besides that, we do respond to calls for service. We responded to 479 calls for service in 2022. We did 38 student and staff escorts to their vehicles. We assisted in 8 jumpstart vehicles. Overall, we were out in our parking lots on our property over 2,000 hours, just walking around, driving around, making sure our students are safe, because that's our main objective, is to serve our students and our staff and visitors on our campus. That is really my report, that we continue to have a safe campus, knock on wood, and we're going to do everything we can to assist and keep our students safe. We're here to help them, not to do anything else. Foremost, we de-escalate. We definitely don't escalate. So we're here to help our students and our staff and support you all. Are there any questions for me?
Questions of Chief Travis? Apparently, oh, there's a couple. Go ahead.
I was curious when you said we're one of the safest colleges in the state. Why is that?
Based on the Cleary numbers that are posted by other colleges and us, as of 2022, the total reportable Cleary numbers, we only had 5. And that is really low compared to, I don't want to name any colleges, but our nearby college has 27 reportable Cleary stats. So yeah, we're like the lowest. I mean, we're really low.
Well, I think my question was like, why?
Oh, why?
Not
Well,
necessarily.
yeah, oh,
I
that-
understand,
yes.
But what do you think is the reason why we're
Yeah,
the safest?
so
Our
when-
students are nicer than other students.
Okay, we have great
It's the
students.
leadership of the board.
Leadership of the
Yeah,
board.
Trustee Cara, we do have great students. We do have great students. We do have great staff. But when bad people want to victimize somebody, they're looking for soft targets, meaning colleges where there are no security, no public safety, no law enforcement, and that's where they go to commit crimes. They do reconnaissance of colleges before they commit crimes. And our officers here, oh my God, they're always out there, driving around, and they do make contact with you. So they're like, hey, how are you? Can we help you? So people see that, and then they're like, oh, they saw us, right? Or, and then they move on. I think there were some questions from earlier regarding give an example if there were an active shooter happening in building 600 while you're on the dais. I did go out earlier and I checked the dais. I don't think it's bulletproof. It was pretty hollow. Sorry, President Honeychurch. I heard the rumor that it was bulletproof, so I had to check.
We were assured.
Oh. No, if you knock on that wood, yeah, it's pretty hollow.
No, there's some.
Yeah, let's cut the TV off. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
We're not going to wait to find out.
No, of course not. And I am working on a safety plan for you all. Once that is approved, we'll kind of go through the motion and test it and make sure you all are comfortable with it.
But for the benefit of the people at home, could you
Yes.
tell us what kind of information you're actually giving staff, students? What happens in an active shooting situation? Are they supposed to lock the doors, get under chairs? I'm trying
Yes.
to figure out whether just if we can use this time to
Of
pass
course.
on a bit more information.
Yeah,
that
of course.
Would be great.
For just in general, I really don't want to go into specifics because, I want you to be safe just in case something were to happen here. I don't want people to know where we're going to have you. But and I've unfortunately, it's a topic that I am well familiar with. I've done many case studies on Columbine, Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech. If you can hunker down, and if you can hunker down, if you can get out, get out. I mean, all you have to do is go back to April 20th, 1999, and do that case study, or look at that case study for Columbine. The kids in that library, there was a door there that they could, get out and lead to the parking lot, but they stayed in because they were taught that way. They were taught to get under their desk and wait for help. But these days, you can't wait for help. You have to act, and you have to get out or lock the doors and, lock down. And we will come. We will come. We will not wait on the perimeter for the SWAT team to get here. Our officers will come. We'll run towards the sound of the gunfire just to save our students.
was also told that we have an app that everybody is
Yes,
sort of on,
yes,
and
Trustee
I'm
Kara.
afraid I am not on it, so
Yes.
that I will make sure I am.
Yeah, Solano Safe app. It's a really good app. Solano Safe. I see you're writing it down. But so just a real quick story on that is that when you are a student here at Solano College, you are opt-in to our regroup mass notification system. However, the president and I at the time realized that there were 400 Rodriguez early high school college students that could not opt in. So we went out and we created a Solano Safe app so they can opt in and they'll get the same emergency notification messages from Regroup. So whatever we send through Regroup, Solano Safe, their students will get it. Well, our students now, yes. So.
Okay. And you advised that all the boards should be on that Solano Safe app?
I think all of you are on
Except
Regroup
me?
app because I check it every day, and your name or your, I did add our new board of trustees. We have your cell phone numbers, so we have added you. So you in our board of trustees group. So we just hit the button, we click the button, and everyone gets the same message. At least you know what's happening at the school. It is a text message, a voice message to your phone. Yes.
All right, thanks for your report. And
Thank you,
thanks for
President
keeping
Honeychurch and
us
members of the
safe.
board.
Sorry, I had one question.
Yes.
If I may ask.
Of course.
So, I'm an early college high school student, and a lot of other students of mine, students in the early college high school program, have complained about we have 10 p.m. classes that go very late in the night, and we
Okay.
were wondering what the safety protocols for those time periods were.
Yeah, so we have officers here until midnight. So the officers are always driving around. When our board members leave, they're always driving around. So I briefed earlier that we did 38 student escorts. So if they feel unsafe, call our duty phone number, and they'll come out there and they'll provide an escort to your car.
And to find that duty phone number, would that be on the app that you're mentioning, or is there another place?
Yeah, actually, it is on that Solano Safe app. Yes, it's a push of a button. You get all the great resources on there, phone numbers to the VA. I mean, it's a great app. And if you have to hit 911, you can just push that app, that one button.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yes, yes.
All right, thanks again.
Okay, thank
for
you
your
so
report.
much.
Next item is a review of proposed board policies. Susan Wheat is the presenter. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I put together a kind of a summary of all of the board policies that we're looking at making changes for the 3000 series. I'm open up to questions if you guys have any questions. This is a first reading. We'll bring it back the next time for a vote. I will say that there was a typo on at least one of them, so I have gone back and corrected that typo. That will be corrected before you vote on it. So if you happen to see that, it will be corrected. So I apologize for that.
So there are questions of Susan Wheat on the board policy changes? Certainly.
Thank you. We do have a board policy subcommittee, and so I would ask those members to please make sure to review these. I know it's a lot of information, but it's really important, and this brings us up to standards in lots of ways. And so if the subcommittee could at least review them, we'd appreciate that.
I also want to just add to it, normally we don't bring the administrative procedures to the board, but I wanted to show how some of them were already embedded in the board policy that we took out and made them separate, and I wanted to show how we did that. So that's why you'll have the administrative procedures there as well.
All right, thanks very much. Other questions? Go ahead.
I just thank you very much. I have one clarification for policy 3120, page 62. I wanted to know what it meant, all monies collected for losses to district property. Like an example.
That's no changes to that policy, but that could be if we have an insurance claim.
Mm-hmm.
So any money that we collect on that insurance claim because of losses that we've incurred.
Okay. I was thinking a chair broke, stolen or something, but okay.
No,
yeah, I know.
It's for our insurance claims, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Thanks for your report
You're
tonight.
welcome.
Next item is item 15, which is the announcements section of the board agenda. Are there any announcements? Go ahead, Quentin.
I wanted to share that I attended City of Fairfield's special meeting on not this Tuesday but the previous Tuesday. They're finishing up a general plan that includes lots of changes to the areas immediately surrounding the college, and so I wanted to make sure that I shared that, and I'll share the links to with Sandra to share out about some of the general plan updates, including some of the properties like. If you've been in Fairfield a little while, you might know it as the old truck stop area. So trying to find rezonings for both Business Center Drive and the areas next door. And so just wanted to share that with the board so that because it's in our backyard. And so I'll share the link to all of the general plan updates they're looking at.
All right, thanks. Other announcements? All right, we'll move on to items from the board. Anyone have an item they wish to present? You do? Go ahead.
Thank all the members of wishing me happy birthday.
Good.
Appreciate it.
And
Appreciate top,
many more.
and many more, yes.
All right, thanks. Closed session, there's none. Reconvene the regular meeting. We don't have to do that. So at this time, regrettably, I'm asking for the motion to adjourn the meeting, and I'm calling
make
on
a
our
motion.
esteemed colleague from Vallejo,
Me?
our other esteemed colleague from
Oh, I
Vallejo.
see, okay.
And it's been seconded by Trustee Thurston.
I second the motion.
All right, thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you, everyone.